It's the Cable
BLOTUS. Let's see if we can turn one an initiative creature, huh? You gotta, BLOTUS. You gotta. How often do you get to draft a Black Lotus, huh? Oh, maybe we'll Salvagers. I'm probably the only person enjoying that card in the cube. Gleemax or BLOTUS? It's pretty close, right? Gleemax way better than in an Oracle deck. BLOTUS way better in an Initiative deck. I say way better. They're both amazing. BLOTUS opens up a Salvager combo, which I appreciate. Right, Mr. Willis? And Black Lotus is card disadvantage. Hello from Germany. Hello, Germany! Wow. BLOTUS into Mox Sapphire. This is a start, friends. This is a start for the ages. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. It's free real estate, friends. The freest. Y'all ever woken up in a cold sweat before? What could they have taken to pass a Mox? Could it have been a different Mox? Could it have been a recall or a time walk? Maybe it was the fucking bullshit Mox they added for just this cube specifically. Yes, it was probably one of those things. What could it have been? I'll grab that Trinket Mage. Seems like we got things to do with it. You edit for Tendrils? It was probably Tendrils, yeah. They saw a Figure of Destiny. They remembered Figure of Destiny's win rate on the Arena Cube. Took it over Mox Sapphire. Am I taking Stips? Possibly. What do you got? I'm gonna grab that Mirror. It's an awkward time for a Stip because I gotta play this whole draft out. But I would have time for one later. Huh. Should I draft blue-black for like the billionth time? Love me an Emrakul. I don't know if Emrakul's the grab here, though. Yeah, ping me when we're closer to being done with this draft to be named. Want to make sure you're still around, but I'd be happy to jam that. Oh, fair enough to be named, to be fair enough. Yeah, I passed the fuck out last night. I woke up early for a tournament, jammed it, and then, like, cooked Thanksgiving dinner and stuff. And then after Thanksgiving, we celebrated with some fine wine. And I had, like, half of a weed soda. And then I laid down to digest, and I was just fucking out. I was just like, head hit the pillow, just like fucking out. At like 9 p.m. or something. I was so fucking tired. I guess I'm grabbing Nexus. I guess. How to do with all this? Maybe Crop Rot. How'd the tourney go? We went 2-2. 2-2 drop. I think I need to play that sealed format some more. Do I decorate the outside of my house for Christmas? No. I don't even decorate the outside of my house for holidays that I like. Why would I? Scrooge? Oh, Max Scrooge. I understand the chat's not on the screen. It's borked. Here, I'll put a text there so people don't keep reminding me. I could maybe add one of the ones from a different scene. Maybe that's a better use of my time. Sounds an awful lot like work, but what are you going to do? Browser, existing... Chat 2. Doesn't look like that's getting anything. Are all of my chats? Let's try chat 3. Nothing. None of my chats are working. Wow. Looks like I didn't make the chat is borked thing for no reason. Truly borked. So Necromancy is a way to get an Atrax into play, but it doesn't help with Emrakul, and thus does not interest me. I'm going to grab another box. Yeah, Broadside's very tempting. I'm going to take the Mystical, though. If we get, like, Tinker, if we get Show and Tell, could turn out alright. Is he typing from the shitter? Oh, I was just doing test chats to see if the alternative chat windows that I have set up on my OBS were working. And it seems like they're all just not working right now, which is interesting. You saw this band live last week and it was insane? Hell yeah. Yeah, they have that deep guitar fuzz. So I bet they'd be really vibraty live. Feel the music. Good old reliable OBS. It kind of implies that it's not OBS's issue. Channel it is. Let's go. I mean, we got this Emrakul. Why would we got this Mystical Tutor. If only I had a spell-based way to play this Emrakul. Bing, let's go. I'm going to pull out the Crop Rot and the Chariot in the end, just in case I play those cards. If we get Academy, then the Crop Rotation makes a lot of sense. Ooh, here's an old classic. Interesting. So I actually like Mystic Forge a lot. I'm going to take the Balance. I think we're going to see the Balance more often when we need it, thanks to the Mystical Tutor. And I think it's an easy splash, right? We already have Mox Diamond and BLOTUS. Does Mirror work with Dark Depths? It does, yeah. A little Hedge Maze action. Hell yeah, Dagon Crow. Many such stories. Ooh, love that Plasma Beam. Yeah, the older I get, the more I respect like a crowd that's just like super into it, that's super just jazzed. The more that matters to me. I'm gonna grab the Yavimaya. It's just gonna make the channel a lot more castable. You can go turn 1 Island, Mystical Tutor, turn 2 Yavimaya channel. That sort of thing. So we could take Worm in case we find Flash, and then we'll have Worm and Atraxa with Flash. Could take Spire Bluff Canal in case he finds Sneak Attack and want to splash Sneak Attack. I'm gonna grab the Boots. Would be a tremendous Urza Saga deck, and Boots would play well there. Also opens up Nadu potentially. Oh, fun, Shabadoo. I think AJJ and Cursive have toured before. Unless my memory's confusing bands. I saw AJJ at Thalia Hall, and they put on an incredible show. I forgot my card at that show, actually. I got so drunk that I forgot my credit card and left. But fortunately, I had stayed in Chicago that night. And I go back the next day to get my card. And the bartender who gives it back to me doesn't just give me the card back. He goes, so there were 435 people in the crowd last night. And only one of them got too drunk to remember his credit card. I was like, why do you gotta do that? Why do you gotta give me like my percentile of dumbass? Like, you could just give me the card back. Yeah, Misty, I guess. Minskin Boo's a little tempting, huh? Little tempting. Lotus Petal a little tempting. Actually, I prefer Lotus Petal. Let's take the Petal. Well, there's the Urza Saga. Nice. Oh, I smell zucchini bread cooking. I wonder if I shout that she can hear me. I'll just text her. Let's go all caps. And she'll know I'm excited. Yeah. We have all this fast mana. I kind of wish that I'd been in the splash and red sort of mood. Because, like, Minsc and Boo in Caves of Chaos Adventure plays so well off of Black Lotus, right? I could still take the Caves. The other option is Malevolent Rumble. Is that good? Is that interesting? I guess I'll grab it. Feels like a Tortle deck, huh? Feels like a Tortle deck. If we had Tinker, then the Portal would be interesting. It's not a bad one to Nexus out, of course. Is Workshop any good at all? I feel like it's not. Like, it's good with our 6s, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll grab it. I don't really want this other stuff, so. Okay, thank you, Mayhem Strength. The E-Tutor helps us find the Black Lotus more often, which I dig. The Mind Stone's not terrible with the Workshop. Oh, the Workshop powers out the Chariot. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to take the E-Tutor, I guess. Could play Haywire Might as another thing to grab off Saga. I think I dig the Once Upon a Time. This is not quite enough playables. I'm usually not high on Blightsteel, but I'm going to grab it here. One more thing to channel out. A little bit better with the Lava Spur Boots. Yeah, I thought about crop rotation. There's a chance you go get Workshop with it, depending on your hand. And it might fix for the balance. I also don't hate playing an extra land. We are a Mox Diamond deck. Headquarters, not bad, not bad. You think zucchini is a vile substance? Oh, you're crazy. I have fond memories of making zucchini pizzas as a child. And then I made them as an adult, and they held up. I enjoyed them. I made zucchini fritters. Those turned out really fucking good. Very Lotka-esque. Zucchini's delicious on pizza? Oh, no. That is not what that's not what I mean by zucchini pizzas. I mean, you grow your zucchini, like, intentionally a little long, like, bigger than you would get at the store. And then you hollow it out like a canoe. And you put whatever seasonings and stuff you want in it. And then top with mods. Throw it on the grill. At the end of the season, I was pre-baking them a little bit. And then I was drawing out some of the moisture and then, like, giving me a softer crust after the grilling. That was nice. Kind of like a stuffed pepper? Exactly like a stuffed pepper, yep. Suggesting 3-3-3. What about 4-3-2? 10 blue. Maybe even play one more green source. This looks good. It looks good. We're good. The issue with the turn 1 balance is then you only have one land. I kind of wanted to wait for them to make a land drop and then balance. Thanks for sharing your beliefs, Big Ben. Is there a synergy with a 2-1 Rummager? It's just castable off workshops. It's just a filler. Ooh, hello. Can Chariot copy the tokens off Nexus? You bet your sweet titty ass it can. Is everybody out to get me, chat? Eureka would be good here. It'd be excellent, yeah. So the Lava Spur Boots is intuitive, but brings us pretty far away from Nexus. The concern is, like, the concern with Nexus is they just counter it, and you just, like, invested a bunch of cards. Alright, I'm attacking in Watson Emma. Show and tell. Aw, oh, damn. Alright, what do you got now? Definitely a load-bearing Mox Diamond, huh? Is 10 years too old for too young for a drone? I don't know. I don't really know the difference between, like, a small drone or like a little airplane. You know what I mean? Like, is there much of a difference? People seem pretty anti-drones. It kind of depends on where you live, too, right? Like, having a drone in the city seems way worse than, like, out in the country by yourselves. If channel resolved there, we'd play the Nexus. The Nexus would put Portal into play. Them taking the Emrakul here shuffled the channel away, so it was a pretty solid pick. They're just, like, looking at the board like, alright, you win. I'll land off the top. I have a hasty Kappa Cannoneer anyway, so leaving everybody black to chump doesn't even necessarily win. I can certainly see situations where, like, 10-year-old is not too young for a drone. But it's going to be, you know, it's going to be kid-dependent, right? Oh yeah, a 10-year-old drone sounds like a terrible gift. Although if it's still working after 10 years, maybe that just means it's really solid. Start them off with a cheap drone. Well, the one that's 70% off is probably going to be pretty cheap. Probably be a few $100. I think when I was about 10 or 11, I was gifted like rocket model kits. And my parents went for the ones that were... No, I must have been older than that. Because my mom was really paranoid about us having fireworks. Because she was a pediatrician, so like when kids got injured with fireworks, she would like have to be in there and like helping them out, you know, like missing digits and stuff. So she was just like, no, absolutely not. But she definitely gave me like model rockets at some point. I think I was probably more 13, 14. And she rather than get ones that were like shaped like rocket ships, I got ones that were like shaped like Star Wars TIE fighters and stuff, and they did not fly very well. They mostly exploded. Very fun though. Let's see, the Tameo upticked. They've got some 1-1s. Yeah, parachute assembly, all that stuff. TIE fighters mostly just exploding. That's just canon. Yeah, it probably is, huh? $40 for a drone? That sounds sick as shit. Where's the link to this? Maybe I want a drone. Mitty's actually a drone salesman, just like going into random chats like is like $40 like too much for a drone? What is it? Would this be a good gift for a human at Christmas? Link it up, Mitty. So they've got 7 cards in hand. I kind of wanna balance, but well, let's do this. We'll do the boring old. Hmm. 3-speed mode. I wonder how loud it is. $50 is about the price that a stupid toy like that becomes interesting to me. When I was a kid, I really wanted one of those like ultralight flying vehicles. And I remember begging my folks and showing them how affordable it was. And they're like, Caleb, that is not the thing that we have an issue with. I think we just got to balance. Discard 7, and they sack down to 2 lands, right? That's pretty real. So the Bauble can sack for a card. I think I'm going to keep Trinket Mage, because the mirror can like potentially copy Trinket Mage to attack. And if you copy Bauble, I'm pretty sure you get an unanimated Bauble. Could come up. Unlikely, but it could. Wait, what am I choosing? You always wanted the X-ray specs? Yeah. I got the, those little shrimp that you could order in the back of magazines. Sea monkeys, that's what they were. I remember getting some of those and then being vaguely amused and vaguely disappointed when I found out what they were. Is it better to copy Nexus? I think it is. Than copy Trinket Mage and make sure I get damage in. Not a legend, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. And then I shouldn't have F6'd. I should have played a land, of course. Opponent's very excitedly upticking this Tamiyo. Did I fuck it up? Maybe. Oh, yeah, no, this is fine. If I copy Blightsteel, it won't be a 3-3, like, next turn. Cannoneer is pretty sick, though. They're only at 7. Chariot gets to copy tokens. Like, you could Chariot copy Portal next turn. Can they win from 2 mana is the real question here. I think that if they lose, this would be like the first time I ever saw Tamiyo Emblem lose. They ulted Tamiyo, and they've only drawn 3 more cards than me. They have 9 cards in their library. I have 12 in mine. Copying Kappa is possible? No, that's impossible. That's some illegal shit. Sure. Haste-up cannot win. Oh, and the mud shining up in my graveyard. Oh, it did become a 3-3. Amazing. I thought you always got the printed card, but super wrong. That's it. The first time I've seen a Tamiyo Emblem lose. Hot diggity. I'm gonna cycle this headquarters here. No backseating there. Double A 1 2 3 4 hat. Don't do that. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I don't want a mystical tutor there because I wanted to increase the chance the Nexus finds me something gassy to cheat out. Amazing, Cravian. Amazing. Very relatable. Mamax! Yeah, crack that clearing. Awesome. Just turning the old pressure key and not unturning it. I don't think they ever cracked their Black Lotus, huh? They just like had it. It was their cheerleader. Used mine. That was pretty good. How would Mirror, Copy, and Chariot work? They're legends, so you'd have to choose one to live. Probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, I was thinking if they were going to play a sweeper there to stabilize, we could have the Mirror copy a non-creature. I'm pretty sure that works. But the Nexus, like, sets it as a 3/3. I don't know. 1,000 mods. I've gotten to see them live a few times. Some good rockin' energy. One of their lead guitarists just, like, really gives you, like, uncle vibes. Like, he just, like, went in his closet and pulled out his electric guitar, and he's like, I gotta look down at his fingers. But he's, like, really good, actually, and he, like, fucking just shreds. Inquisition away, friend. I assume they're taking my mocks here. Yeah, I was thinking turn 1 Ponder, Boots, Bobble, and then you Trinket Mage for BLOTUS for the Nexus. Obviously, losing Sapphire is a bit of a setback. But the Bobble still cantrips. God, am I just hedge mazing next turn? Is that all I'm doing? Just a hedge maze? That Voidwalker's scary. No, let's fucking Saga. Let's fucking Saga it up here. Now we have another untapped land. How good was that Inquisition, huh? Very different game for on the play. Hey, Oblong Osprey, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 50 months there, the big 5-0. Well, it's probably going to give them a Nexus, huh? That's what I'd do. Turn 3 Nexus? Probably not. Like, they probably still Inquisition the Trinket Mage, but, like, we'd be activating the Saga on turn 2 instead of turn 3. Pretty big difference. Thalia, sure. Why not? Philia here is very annoying. Might as well blink the Nexus. I mean, you already got value there. I assume they've got some kind of removal over there. They've been sitting there, like, drew a couple cards off Nexus, didn't have the thing to cheat in. They're either like all lands or they have some interaction. Wins. Interesting. Let's ponder, huh? So you could balance here, but you're only getting 2 of the 3 critters. Take a look at this, Chad. Take a look at this. That's some fresh fucking zucchini bread. That's what that is. Smells awesome. Look at that. You can just like see how moist it's gonna be. Looking at the crust has that like firm bounce to it. That's good shit.
You can have a bite.
Takes some of the luster out of my balance. Although the tokens all just get exiled. Love it. I think I should have played the workshop first. So I'm gonna have to discard a card here. I think if you try to chariot here, they would workshop. But workshop blinking the chariot's not good because then I get 2 more 2/2s. I was thinking about mirror copying Nexus. I guess the issue with this is they just like exile the token that I target. Yeah, I should have done the other line. Fair enough. Yeah, the Monarch just has a 1/1. Yeah, shit. I was gonna mirror copy Ophelia here and then give it haste. And then that could blink out the passageway. I guess I'm just gonna copy the Nexus and see if something good happens. I'd need to hit like a portal or something, but you know, it's in here. Might as well check. I can but try. I cannot sec out. Fair enough. They're hard to lose when you're drawing to a turn, I suppose. Correct. No, it is only borked on the overlay. Regular stream rules apply. Liberator. That was my just in case they get my Nexus of Becoming again. That seems a little narrow. All right, once upon a time. you got some work to do here. Emrakul. Well, I guess. So we're going to channel into Trinket Mage, and Trinket Mage is going to get Mox Sapphire, and then we'll play the Kappa Cannoneer. Oh, and then we'll have the green left over to play the Chariot, too. Wouldn't play that post-Kappa. I guess I take one less damage if I play Chariot first. Because I can tap it for the Kappa. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. If you hold down your auto tap button with channel, it's a little bit more pleasant to use. For me, it's W, and you just like click on it every time, and it'll pay for something, like how I did there. I win. That's not a bad turn one, huh? That's a scoop-worthy turn one. Huge fan of Enlightened Tutor in these powered cubes. They just give you more openers where you like just have your Black Lotus or your Mox or whatever. And I think I should be actually playing Spellseeker for channel here, because the Urza thing can get the Lotus. I guess I can get the haste thing, too. Haste could be useful. Ooh, they're gonna reanimate that? What do you think, friends? Do we channel Emmy or channel Blight? I haven't channeled Blightsteel in so long. It's just so very rarely correct. I'm just gonna do it. I guess they do have ways to win through channel Blightsteel. They don't really with channel Emrakul. They could Force of Vigor, because they had green mana. They could have had main deck Force of Vigor for the boots and then untap Edict Me or something. Whereas with Emrakul, you're getting the extra turn. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. 99.9% of cases. Might as well do the one you're feeling. Or a Toxic Deluge or whatever the fuck, DM, or an Edict plus a Bolt. Like, come on, you can do the rest of the work in there. You don't have to be like, what? Well, but if they break an Edict, there's nothing. Like, come on. And then... Now this draw could use a Mox Sapphire. Huh. That's pretty juicy. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Playing the Mutt puts you in bolt range. I guess I just pass. Well, that's not a Metamorph, so that's good for me. I think you just gotta attack. This deck is how Garfield intended MTG to be, right? This is it. I think Garfield told me that specifically. Sent me the deck list. He's like, this is the one, Caleb. You gotta draft this specific deck. This was how I intended Magic to be. Well, if they have a burn spell... Hot damn! Hot damn! Back-to-back trophies? That fucking deck trophied? Remember when I was like, this deck's gonna either like win everything or lose everything? It was one of the two. Can you beat? It was definitely like one of the more like, can you beat this sort of decks of all time? Just like throwing shit into play. None of it made sense. None of it had any synergies. Like, hey, this. What about this? You don't have a counterspell, do you? Oh, thank God.